Let the girl
welcome to the Angela Oakley Show. Hey, y'all. Hey.
Our girl said, you got mouse on that mouth. Ooh. It's too early.
It's too early. It's too early. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It's for the members. Strictly for the members. This is for the members. Strictly for the members. Okay, y'all know what time it is. It's late night snack time. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all see what's going down. It's motherfucking king of motherfucking reads up in this bitch, Justin. It's your sister, Jessie motherfucking Woo. We back up in this bitch. Y'all know what time it is. Oh, put that on.
we didn't have something that Henny that Porsha had.
Okay.
Porsha put a drama ramp. Get that camera out of my face.
Okay. Get that camera. Oh, I cannot. Let's go ahead and just get into it, child. What episode is this?
This is episode 8, if I'm not mistaken.
This is episode 8?
Girl, we are like...
Oh, we're moving along.
We are moving along. And Bravo wants it to move along.
Yeah. You can tell. They're like, let's just go ahead and just...
yeah, this shit on doing Easter.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and just get this popping. Okay. Friend, before we get into the details of the episode, on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you give this episode?
I'm gonna give her I want to give it higher because I felt like I wanted more of this pool situation.
Me too.
Angela said that I recorded it. Y'all kept talking about she recorded it.
Yeah.
Then when it was time to show it, it was like a YouTube short. Or Porsha walking up. He said, "Get that camera out my face!" Like,
cut the cameras.
Cut the dead ass. So I'm gonna give this episode. I'm gonna give her maybe a 6. It's a 6. 6 or close to 7 for me.
Okay. What would I give this episode, Lord? Let me get my mic. Is my mic on? Is my mic on? Can you hear me? Okay.
Period. I feel like it is on. You're coming off clear. I can hear you good.
Okay. Period. I would give this episode. I'll give this episode a 7.
Okay.
I'll give this episode a 7. I feel like I think you and I both like chaos. It was a lot of chaos going on. It was a lot of back and forth going on. So yeah, I feel like I would give it a 7. I'll give it a solid 7. I'll give it a solid 7. I just kind of feel like here's what's missing for me. I kind of feel like while it's a lot going on, everybody's annoying me. Like everybody's storyline right now is annoying me. Except for Shamia. Yes. The only thing, and I love my girl down, but sister, we don't need you singing in the next episode. I love you down.
Baby said this is a country
song. Okay.
Baby, Shamia said this is Shamia Carter. Okay. Shamina.
Shamia said, listen, y'all done made me wait 14 damn years to get on this motherfucking show. Y'all gonna hear me sing.
Listen.
Never had, long as you. Shamia gave us that damn Cowboy Carter song at the beginning of the dance.
I was like, girl, what the hell is this? What the hell?
What the hell, Leontay?
I'm waiting on it to get funny. Like, I'm waiting on it to get funny. It just never gave Shamia. It just never gave.
Candy ain't never seen this much. Okay. And Candy used to sing her intros, which
she was on that motherfucker singing. She was on that motherfucker singing on that girl's trip. Yeah.
What was that cookout with her and what was the girl's name? I can't remember the name. The girl from Black. Boom like an 808.
Oh, you talking about Shamari.
Shamari saying down. Then here come Candy. Like Shamia, you're giving Candy from that episode. You are giving candy from that episode, Shamia. Love you down, sister. I don't want to hear you sing next episode. Love you. Don't want to hear it next episode. But I love, while we're on Shamia, I like that we learned more about that DV incident.
Mm-hmm.
They gave the little the flashback to that episode seasons ago where Cynthia had, you know, the DV event. She had her mom speak, and then we remember Shamia talking about it. But now she went into more detail about it. We find out that she was with some rich guy, and you know, and this man punched her out of her Louboutins.
Yes, that's what she said. She was very specific about that. Very specific about that.
Punched her out of her Louboutins.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I appreciated Shamia talking about that. I do remember that episode where she talked about it. With the whose thing was that? That was Cynthia's thing, was it not?
Yes.
Yeah. So I did appreciate that. It offered more character to Shamia. And it just clearly gives that Shamia to me is center peach. Because we're seeing her vulnerable moments too, and she's not afraid to be vulnerable on camera. And I respect that a lot. She did not have to share her story. She doesn't owe that to us.
Nope.
The fact she talked about it, I appreciate it. And we also see this moment of her talking to Gerald. Gerald is the best husband out of all of these.
He is. I love that for her.
Yes. And you know, common thing, your baby going to the doctor, not feeling well. Shamia's out of town. She's on a trip with her girls, but the husband is locked in. He said, "We got this." And he's like, really
have fun, baby.
Yes, like we got this. And that's a good man, Savannah. Like that's a good man.
Yep.
The G in Gerald stands for good man.
Good man.
And I appreciate it. Like, because he had his own situation. It could have been like, hey, man, you might need to come back. Everybody else be seeming like they husband don't be want. Hey, they barely listening to him.
Literally, and also too, I think it's important to see Shamia be treated so well by a wealthy man. I feel like a lot of times we're socialized to believe that being with a wealthy man means you ain't gonna get none of his time. Being with a wealthy man means he's not gonna be nice to you. Being with a wealthy man means you're gonna get abused. Being with a wealthy man means you gotta cook and clean, you gotta serve him, and it's just not giving that with Shamia and her husband. It's giving, yes, he's wealthy, but he's also kind. He's also loving. He provides me with everything that I need. And I'm able to do this show. I'm able to host the Hawks games. I'm able to go on trips with my friends. I'm able to be a mom. Like I don't have to lose myself just because I'm in a marriage with a wealthy man. And I feel like that's very, very important for women who are watching this show, and women out there who want to be with wealthy men and like who aspire to do that. It ain't gotta be nasty. You don't have to be in a nasty relationship with a wealthy man.
No, you do not.
No.
And I'm glad that we're seeing that. I'm glad that we're seeing that, like you said, with Shamia. Shamia is just like, I'm loving her.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm loving her and Gerald. And I think that we have to have a balance when it comes to Housewives. Everything's not going to be a good turn up moment. You're going to have your things. And I also peeped how Shamia just got off the phone with Gerald, and Shamia, well, she's already told us she's a people pleaser.
Yep.
She didn't bring that to nobody.
Nope.
Like, she didn't bring that to nobody. My immediate thing is I would have got emotional with my close friend, Porsha. I would have came and told her, like, girl, she got off the phone with Gerald, like, and you know, baby not feeling well, but we didn't see that. Maybe she did, we didn't catch it on camera.
Yeah.
But like, she just transformed. She had that moment and she transformed, and she was, you know, I guess maybe not bringing the energy to the trip. Some people are like that, but I would have been okay had she had a moment with Porsha, because Porsha has had moments. We're going to get to the episode later. She had a moment too, and everybody was there for her.
I saw this interview with Giselle. She sat down with these guys, and she was talking about Porsha's friendship with Shamia. Let me see if I can find a clip.
Dropping Shamia, it seems what we're trying to pick up here. What do you feel about that?
You know, me and Porsche friends.
Yeah.
And I
That's why
like,
we asked.
so I have a little inside baseball on it, right?
Oh, please share.
I'm not.
Oh,
So,
okay. All right.
but I'm going to say that they have been friends since they were children.
Yeah.
So
Really
whatever
okay.
we see on the show, it ain't it. You know what I mean? It's yes, 100%. There's
Right.
more layers to it. There's more nuances to it. And I am sure that they're going to get back on track. That's
I mean,
all.
they have to.
Yeah, I'm
That,
sure.
Like,
Yeah.
they've been, as you mentioned, since they were children.
So
It's like-
Giselle basically said what Candy said. When
Yeah.
Candy was on her Amazon Live, she was like, yeah, they're not fucking with each other right now. They're just like, you know, what you're seeing on the show is they're just having to do what they have to do for the show.
Mhm.
But I just feel like if I'm Porsha Williams and and I'm like, this is your show now.
Mhm.
Coming back to Sweet 16, it was supposed to be Porsha Guabadia
Mhm.
and Kenya Moore leading the show.
Mhm.
Now Kenya's gone. It is your show now. You're not leading. I understand. Yes. Okay. Simon did what he did. You can't film in the house. But is your home life all you have to offer? Absolutely not. We're not seeing you connect with Shamia. The way I would have used Shamia, even if we're in a fucked up situation right now, but we're on the show together. Let me at least try to tap into Shamia for the sake of the show.
Mhm.
I know how the audience sees Shamia. I know the audience is going to recount every moment I've had with Shamia over the fucking years. So let me come in here and let me at least fake it till I make it.
Period.
Let me at least be in Shamia's face. She's my best friend. Girl, so what's going on? We never see Shamia talk to Porsha about anything going on with her daughter. I
Nothing.
think that is extremely weird.
Yes. I think it is too.
Very weird.
Yeah.
This is your best friend. This don't make no sense to me. We've seen Porsha confide in Shamia about Simon and everything. Why don't we see you asking Shamia about, so what's going on with the babies? What's going on? Like, why don't we see you going over there to visit? Girl,
Very one-sided
what's going
relationship.
on? Yeah.
Very one-sided. Where Shamia is doing all of the work.
Yeah.
Which
I
supports
don't get it.
which supports what Angela be saying. Like it's one thing for folks to just be reading, but when we can see it, it eats. Like the facts are laying out for us, and it's supporting as we see it. Like it's like Angela smelt it from day one. And it's been calling it out, and we constantly see it transpire. And I'm like, girl, I need y'all to course correct.
Yeah, immediately.
I need y'all to course correct. I'm scared for Porsha a little bit.
Me too.
And I said this from the beginning. I said I feel like Porsha might lose more than she will gain from this show, especially coming back from that show that she did with Simon and Dennis. Like it was very chaotic and fights and all of that. It was just a lot going on.
I don't know. I have unpopular opinions about that show. I thought it was funny as fuck. I'm sorry. Porsha Family Matters to me was funny as that one episode where they had the spiritual lady come and Porsha's auntie asked her cousin for her. I just want to hug my daughter. Then she goes to hug her daughter, and it was
a
like
lot.
she just was screaming down to the waterfall. I'm sorry. That was funny to me. I'm like, can y'all lighten up? This shit is funny. Yes, okay. Porsha was not seen in the best light. I get it.
Yeah.
But her family was funny as fuck.
It was a chaotic mess.
It was chaotic. Simon he wanted those cameras so bad. Simon, we don't talk enough about how Simon really wanted to be a celebrity and Porsha was his in.
Yeah.
Fallon was his first in. It didn't pan out because she wasn't a star. On her YouTube channel, Porsha talked about how, hold on, let me see if I can find this clip. On her YouTube channel, Porsha and Dennis are down to her YouTube channel. And I'm like, girl, this should have been your storyline. We're gonna get into that later on too, but it's like, girl, this should have been your storyline. But anyway, Dennis says how Simon actually approached Dennis about Porsha.
No, we do not do you know what.
Hopefully the fellas are tuning in. But in respect to her relationships, etc., no.
Dennis is me.
What you mean?
I said in respect to your relationships. You've been married. She's been married. So no, we have not been.
Okay, you know what? We have been broken up for 11 months. Remember? Yeah, because remember I told you to bring the ring over that Christmas prior.
Yeah.
So that January, you said you saw him at the airport. Because you said, oh, he's
very suspicious. I met him at the airport and he asked me about Porsha. Very suspicious.
And he said, oh, he stole my family. Mind you,
he asking me about Porsha in the airport, walking around the airport.
Right.
I knew something was going on.
But I didn't even know him.
The fact that Dennis
was not dating.
Dennis let us know Simon ain't no pump bitch. Simon ain't no puss ass nigga. Simon went to Dennis and was like, what's up with you and Porsha? What's up with Porsha? She good? She straight? Simon wanted Porsha and he wanted to be Miss Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like,
is it her or is it Patricia?
Or is it Simon? Simon really wanted to figure this out. He wanted a peach. But anyway, it's just, I feel like, damn, Porsha.
Yeah.
We're going to get into it. But
bridges.
yeah, it's like, damn, Porsha. Like, but still, I just feel like as a vet, she should have known, okay, this didn't work out. Cool. Dennis is my baby daddy. I don't give a fuck about, we're going to get into all that too. But I just feel like, Porsha, you're a vet. You should have known how to pivot.
Yeah.
Pivot. This is your show. You got to know how to pivot. But anyway, let's move on.
So our girl Drew is pulling up and
she gets an orphanage room.
got her ass
got a room down to the orphanage.
We got her living like Harry Potter in this motherfucker. In this goddamn broom closet. Let me tell y'all something, and we said this already. If I would have got there and they would have had me in them little fucking, in that motherfucking attic, I would say, "Oh, girl, we're not gonna be able to do this. I'm gonna give me a hotel room." Like I'm not. I just don't. The budget must have been cut. Like I would have rather for us that not have a pool and all us having full rooms. I'm not sleeping. The motherfucker was sleeping in a room like it was they about to film Big Brother.
Okay, talk about it.
Bitch,
no, talk about it. Like for real. Like what is this, Survivor?
Bitch, it was giving the real world. Like what is going on? Like, and you know what? I get it. When you go on your trip with your homies and your girls, whatever, y'all might have two beds or something. Like even when like you will be. Sometimes you will have a night where everybody sleep in one bed.
Yep. Yep.
But I need to be able to go to my own room.
Yep.
Okay, I need to go to my own room.
Yeah.
Like,
period.
I don't know, but Drew gets there.
Well,
and
I actually have a little piece of tea.
Oh, well, your tea has been fresh, and it's been accurate. So what's going on? So,
and mind you, too, I don't know if I ever said this, but I'm gonna say it for the members. I never wanted to say this on my public channel, but all the tea that I had for the Kenya stuff. It was through.
What's up, guys? To watch the rest of this review, make sure that you click the join button next to my name and become a member. And if you don't see the join button, look in my description box and you will see the link to join my membership. All right, I'll see y'all in the members. This is for the members, strictly for the members.
VBS, I just turned the water on, big old flex, shit you never saw before.